found this beaver dam. I didn't really realize there was beavers in here until I was looking around and I saw a couple trees were chewed up. But that's kind of cool. Could probably set up a trail camera here and get some pretty cool footage of it. Super cool hollowed out cedar here. Amazing tree, like all the way hollow in the bottom here, and then if you look up you can see that still some branches on the top and it's got a whole bunch of birds on it. This is a pretty cool area. There sure isn't a shortage of squirrels in here. Okay, I'm back at the wetland with my cameras now. I think I'm gonna set up one so it's facing this direction. I just realized there's a whole bunch of bear scratches on that tree, so it'd be cool if we could get a bear on camera. And the beaver dam's right here, so I should be able to get some beaver action as well for this first camera. Okay, I got my first camera set up right here on this dead tree. It's gonna be facing this beaver dam here. And it should be able to get any bears that scratch that or animals that cross here, because I noticed there's some tracks. I like the angle on it. Hopefully I'm able to get something on there. And I'm gonna go find a spot to set up my second camera. Okay, this area is pretty close to the other camera. There's this trail right here that goes and crosses the pond that way. So I'm thinking this tree here would be nice, but it's a little close, but I'll put something around here. Might be up more though. Okay, I just got the second camera up. It took a little bit longer because this area is a little bit finicky, but here's the wildlife trail this way. And down there is where I wanted to put it, so it's so close. And then the other camera's over there and the beaver dam's right there. So I'll come back here in a few weeks or whenever I'm up here next and check on the cameras, and we'll see what we have. Okay, it's been about a week-ish, maybe more or less. I don't remember what day exactly I put those cameras out, but I thought that since I had time today I would go check them, so if they have enough footage I'll take them down, or if they're not capturing anything I'll adjust them. But I think that we'll have something on there. Not quite at the cameras yet, but I could already say I have a feeling that there's going to be some white-tailed deer and some elk, because as I was taking the trail down where I cleared, I saw some signs, some tracks, and scat there. So feeling, oh, and there's some right here too. Feeling pretty optimistic about what I capture here. Hopefully I can get a beaver on camera. Got some pretty big bear sign right here, but I think that's older. And then right over here, that definitely looks like it could have been done since I put up those cameras, and I'm almost there. So next time I turn on the camera will be when I'm checking them. This is really interesting. My camera here is on the ground and looks like a bear's been digging at these trees here, and I think, yeah, these trees definitely were not down here before. So don't know if I'm seeing my camera on that other tree either, so that's not a good sign, but take a look in a second here after I look at this one. Super muddy over here. I can definitely tell that the elk were in here. My camera's sitting right here in the mud. It's been here a while too. Oh, they buried it. Hopefully it still turns on. It's waterproof, so it should be fine, but you never really know. But I did figure out who knocked down that other camera, so I'll cut to that footage right now. Got a black bear right there on the camera, but I don't think that's the culprit because it's already on the ground in this clip. He goes to sniff it after, so that's pretty funny. Unfortunately, a lot of the footage on this SD card got corrupted when I was transferring the data over to edit, but this is all I have left of the bear. This camera still turns on, and this camera still turns on. They both got knocked over sooner than I'd like, but I still got some pretty good footage on them. This one is really muddy from those elk, which knocked over both of them. That bear didn't even do it. I mean, I could have had probably a lot more animals on camera that I just didn't see because of the elk. And these are all eaten now too, so I bet you the bear was in here eating these. Devil's Club here. But I'm gonna review the footage and I'll roll that right now. First up is camera 1. The elk in this clip is still pretty young and even has some spots on its fur. I assume this is the mother elk, and she's probably pretty tired from dealing with her young one all the time. In this next clip here, you can kind of see that something's messing with the trail camera. Right after, you can see this older elk heading towards my other camera. If you look closely, you can actually see the strap from my trail camera that she's holding on to while she dunks it in the water and inspects it. A few hours later, someone decides to mess with the camera again, and then a young one comes over and starts looking at the camera as well. In this clip here, the young one starts recording another elk pass. The next day, someone decides they don't like the camera angle. In this clip, you can actually hear one of the elk make a call. I left this clip in because of the call as well. This footage is interesting since normally you wouldn't want to put your camera on the ground for recording. Even with the camera on the ground, the elk are still very curious. The young elk then grabs the camera by the strap and flails it around. Unfortunately, these clips here are the best footage I got from this camera due to the SD card getting corrupted. I'm not sure if the dragonfly is what triggered this clip, but this is what I got from it. There's a pretty chunky looking squirrel in this clip, and I think it's also what ends up sitting on the camera. Finally, here's some footage of the elk that I'm pretty sure knocked this camera down.